Chocha ikarudi ka minimize, ikamachua. Ikamachua to what I am. It starts with kujichocha, kujiamini. No, my selector. Fire. Get back. Get back. Happy New Year. Mwaka imeanza aje? Leo imeanza poa. Mimi yangu imeanza na kishindo. Meeting after meeting. Like today, I traveled from Nyeri. In fact, I started my traveling from at 4:30 a.m. At Mlikuwa mnaota. Nilikuwa safarini nikid because I had a TV show from 8. So nyinyi mkiona mimi nilikuwa nimeanza safari. And because I had a TV show in the morning, and then I had another consultative meeting I was doing after the TV show. My life revolves around travel, around speaking to people, around seeking for transformation. That is where my passion is. So my M-Pesa names, ukiwa na kitu naweza kutuma, ukinitumia itatokea hiyo. M-Pesa names are Peter Chege. My functional name is Mr. Talent. I believe in growing the seed tree. So that's why my logo is a seed tree. So I plant seeds and help the seeds to germinate. Seeds of abilities, seeds of talents, gifts. I help people to discover themselves. And you guys are lucky, I think, because today I'm starting a course I'm calling Life Coaching Mastery, Mastering the You. So it will be virtual. See, lazima when any college, it will be virtual. I'm doing it from 7 to 8:30 in the evening. I'll do it for a couple of days, and then anybody who would be willing to do the advanced course, they can always apply. But I'll be doing, because I want Africa to be rescued. I want Africa to come out of their shells. I no longer desire to go to Dubai. I no longer desire to go to America. I have realized I can influence America while in Kenya. As I talk right now, I'm a few things. I'm the current vice president of Mountain of Influence International. It's an organization that started in the US. The president is 76 years. So in a few years, I'll be taking over the presidency. It is an American organization, but they found out that the most talented person to take over the vice presidency position was me. I'm also in a couple of days starting Nexus Kenya or Nexus African chapter, because it will be headquartered in Kenya. Nexus is a youth movement, of course, from US, Europe, and Germany. So their passion is to reach out to young people. I was appointed in absentia, appointed to lead the African chapter. Those opportunities are not tied by where you're coming from. Opportunities are not tied by which village you're coming from. Opportunities are tied in discovering the first most important opportunity. And the first most important opportunity is you. Who? You are the most important opportunity. You're the most important opportunity. Vincent and Mirella are my great friends. They're my great friends. These are guys we have done a lot of team. Tumechafua meza na chai. Zile vikombe tumekunywa za chai, I think tunaweza jaza tu drum kadhaa. Kadhaa chai. And when he came, we did a lot of mokimo. And inaweza pangwa kwa hii meza itoshe mpaka hapa. We did a lot of, like we were doing it twice a day. Yeah. For 2 months. 2-3 months.
That was back in 2018.
Yeah, 2018. So mokimo kila siku and discussing about young people, because my passion, I resigned from employment to come and do what I do. So see at sijasoma. I was in a good employment. I resigned to come and do what I do. And I can tell you what I do is perfect. It's cool. It feeds me. It gives me great opportunities. I'm no longer paid per month. I charge per hour. I work per hour. So kama huwezi enda huko kwingine. And so I want to share with us a few things that will help you as a student. And because I understand him, I understand his model of training. And his model of training is not just to get a student who scores good grades. His model of training is to get a student who gets good grades, passes the exam, but also a student who can start by themselves and discover what is it that I can do from where I'm seated. What is it that I can also do? A student who asks not only what am I going to get, but also what can I do? What can I give? If it means giving their brains, they give their brains. If it means giving themselves, they give out themselves. And I want to encourage you people that even as you study, and I'm in talks with him, we have been having talks for hours. He's been asking me, how can we help our students to be better students? And I told him, one of the things that we can also do, and I'll partner with you guys in that, is that we give our students opportunities to volunteer. Even as you study, you volunteer in organizations. Why? If you volunteer and do a good job, when you'll be going there to apply for an opportunity, the first person will be given will be you. Because they know your expertise, they know that you worked even without being paid. I've done it. It is known as going for transformation vis-a-vis going for transaction. So you go for transformation, and then transaction will be automatic. When I started doing youth programs in high schools and churches, I was not being paid. And even sometimes I was not even being given fare. But today, like I was seated today in the morning, and that was after the TV show. And then a certain church leader comes and asks me, I want you to have my youth for 2 hours. How much? How? Kitambo ilikuwa kuja uongeleshe youth utabarikiwa sana. Na ni kweli unabarikiwa mpaka kiatu inainama. Ni kweli. Unabarikiwa mpaka kiatu inainama. But I gave out myself. Today they ask me how much. How? And then she tells me, come up with a curriculum that our church can use for the next 10 years. And I told her, I'm going to develop a teacher's guide. I'm also going to develop a youth guide. So how much is that? And I gave the figure. Akacomplain. Bado alipea kakitu kazuri. Unajua hiyo nini? Hiyo curriculum, hiyo ni kazi ya masaa matatu. I'll just sit. Right, I'm very good in writing. Right. Come up with a curriculum, nimtumie, I approve, anitumie pesa yangu. Alafu sasa aniite ni wa train. Hiyo ni charges tofauti. Curriculum ni tofauti juu ni document. Alafu sasa journey ni tofauti. And this is how, when you discover yourself, this is how opportunities will come. This is how opportunities will come. And we must come to a level whereby we don't speak like every other African. In Africa we say, what is disturbing the young people? There is no employment. Who said that? There is a lot. So many opportunities. I speak in high school, and when I started, it was so competitive. Kwanza majamaa wasuti. Analipwa na hana content. Until we came in and started what we call activity resorts. So you go to the field, unabadilisha nguo, unavaa kinyasa. Alafu unajua student wakikuona umevaa kinyasa na wajua wewe ni celeb, wana enjoy. Alafu mnaingia nao kwa field. Wachapa exercises, activities with resorts. And then the students will tell, wow, that was awesome. And we are transforming schools. Right now we have a contract 4 years each for 15 schools. 2 times per term. 15 schools. And more schools are in the pipeline. And many times especially when we say which schools we have gone to, we go to a school. In fact, our target in every county is to go to the best school. So what am I saying? I'm not motivating you to do what I do, but I'm challenging you to sit down, pick a book, get a book that you name the subject, my personal life, my personal life. Then write all the abilities that you have, because out of writing all the abilities that I have, right now I'm a few things. I'm one of the best team builders in the country. I see a team builder or exercise, team builder or train. Like this weekend I'll be training Rift Valley Sports Club, their workers. Rift Valley Sports Club is plot number 1, PO Box 1. Plot number 1, PO Box number. And the only guy who can train them so well is this guy. Asina nyama. Lakini niko na akili, nimeona ndani. Amazing. When you discover yourself by using your energy, your time, the opportunities that you have to discover you. That is why wapi nimeandika discover to. Unajua kama sahau hizi t-shirt nimeandika nini? Mimi nimeandika
Stepping out right.
eh?
Right on target.
Unaona right on target.
Stepping out.
Stepping out.
Stepping out.
You step out, but be on target. Be on. So just step out and say, mimi ni msanii, nipe target. Step out. If it is hip hop, do it like you are doing it unto God. And forget about what guys say. Can I tell you something? When I did my first course in Kenya, Tracom College was there. And Tracom College has produced great people. When I was doing my first course, I was doing my course not for employment. Sijui roho ilitoka wapi. I knew mimi sitaikuwa employed. I knew. I did it, I went to campus. By second year, I was able to identify what I'm supposed to do. So what was I doing? Every hour that was open and there were no lectures, I could get a school yenye iko karibu na campus. Nenda waongelesha, hapo unajua saa hizo unajiongelesha na chocha ya kampo. Lakini hiyo chocha ikarudi ka minimize, ikamachua. Ikamachua to what I am. It starts with kujichocha, kujiamini, kujikubali. Jichoche, jiamini, jikubali. Jichoche, jiamini, jikubali. Lakini usijichoche na ukae hapo. Utatutisha na hakuna kitu. Lakini ukishajichocha, kwa sababu ukishajichocha kama ulikuwa kama uoga unaanza kuamka. Then ukijiamini na ujikubali vile uko, mzee, utaenda far. Hata kama upataji do za kunyoa nywele wanaume, unajiamini hivyo vile uko, unachanua vizuri, unaangalia kwa kioo hivi, unagonga na alafu unasimama, utapata kesho ya kufanya nini? So I started by number 1, working towards discovering who is Peter. Who is this guy? Who is it? Hapo najiangalia kwa kioo, naangalia masikio, naona masikio yangu ni separate. Hii masikio separate. Sasa until niliona kichwa hapa nyuma nikaona ni shapeless hapa. Unaona hii shapeless hii. Hakuna kitu naweza niambia, hii akili imejaa hapa. Na hii ni ya kusikiza. I'm a counselor. Kazi yangu sana sana ni kusikiza. At times I'm paid for not speaking. Mtu anakuja hapa ananiongelesha, niambie vile boyfriend alimwacha, alafu hataki kumwacha, anaongea mpaka anasema ya maji nimepona, namwambia enda nalipo. Kusikiza. Alikuwa kusikiza. Are you getting it? You getting it? All this is inside this guy. But what I've done is I have taken a journey to discover myself first. Discover myself. I've taken a journey to discover myself. I spend 1 hour per day. But I will tell you guys not to spend 1 hour. You can start with 5 minutes. I spend 1 hour thinking about myself. 1 hour thinking about who? Myself. Thinking about what is it that I can do? What is it that I have not discovered? And by doing that, what has happened is I have discovered that I have a lot of wealth. I'll show. A few weeks ago, I was given an opportunity to train. In fact, hiyo bag, ukifungua hiyo kanuni ya nje, kuna kitu nataka kuonyesha watu. kuna kitabu iko na spiral. Kuna kitabu refu hivi iko na spiral. I want to show you. So a few weeks ago I was given an opportunity